how can I start this? You know what I mean? Hold on. Hey, should I be one of those? We need to start something like, you know, for all the ugly ass models, like I could be an ugly ass model and shit. I don't have to worry about looking pretty or nothing. You know what I mean? Only thing I could, you know, I could look pretty ugly. Hey. Where my swingers at? Want an ugly motherfucker like me with high, you know, like confidence, like through the motherfucking roof, baby. And all the way up, give my mama a high five. Mama who loves you, baby. Your baby boy does. Hey, I want to break this shit down. Hold on. Let me look real studious around this motherfucker before I get back to work and shit. You know what I mean? Nah, I gotta be a nigga out here real quick. That's what I am. A natural born nigga. Alright? Broke one too. So all you ladies that like motherfuckers that's paid, I am the wrong motherfucker to look at. I'm a broke motherfucker. I love being a broke motherfucker. I just look like I got paid and shit, or I look like I'm holding it down and shit. But ladies, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing out here. I'm just doing me out this motherfucker. So if you want to come into my life and do us together, because I'm going to want you to do you. I don't want you to do me, because nobody going to do me the way I do me and shit. But I want you to do you, because nobody can do you the way you do you. So that make me appreciate you. All right. Because you got to appreciate me. If you don't appreciate me as a broke motherfucker while I'm down here somewhere, because I'm about to, you know, like, Allah is taking me places and shit. I don't know about you and shit. You know what I mean? And you know, right now, you know, I don't know about you. You know what I mean? If you show me a sense of direction where you at, I can help you get to your next level and shit by leveling up. You know what I mean? Like digging your bank account, dig into your taxes when tax season come. If you got a house, do some sweat equity and shit. You know what I mean? So you could be sweating like Keith Sweat last name. Yeah, sweat and shit. Sweat the shit out of that house and shit. Get that money up out of that motherfucker. Your 401k, your pension and shit. You know what I'm saying? And your savings and shit. You got family. You go get some money from them too. Then you go get loans and shit. You know what I mean? And you take all that motherfucking money and shit, and you're gonna put it right into Meta. It's just my opinion. You fucking with me, you're gonna be fucking with Meta stocks and shit. You know, you're gonna be monetizing, because I'm gonna make sure I stay in your ear so you could get some of that more money and shit. You know what I mean? Because you're going to be building an empire right beside your motherfucking king, because you're going to be my queen. And we're going to fall back with a hellified gangster lean when we old as fuck out here and shit. And we traveling the world together and shit. If that sound like a plan to you, you need to get at a real motherfucker like me and shit that ain't going to front and shit and act like I got shit going on. And I don't got shit going on, but my opinions and shit. And my opinions worth motherfucking money, baby. I mean money. My opinion's worth money. Only thing you got to do is just follow directions, baby, because I'm going to follow your directions, because I know your direction is going to take me to the right place, and that's the motherfucking, you know, what we gonna have in common and shit. So if you could get down with some of this shit right here and shit, with a motherfucker that's gonna talk to you like this and shit, you know what I mean, without losing his breath and shit, because I'm so sincere with mine. I'm so sincere with mine. And this is some freestyle here, baby. I don't rap, I don't sing, I don't do none of that shit. I could dance a little bit. I might could do a little bit of sliding across the floor and shit. But you know, I'm just telling you, I'm gonna take you right there where you belong, baby. You know what I mean? With a good man that ain't gonna never cheat or motherfucking steal from you. Ain't gonna do none of that shit. Now I ain't even gonna look at another woman, because another woman ain't gonna mean shit to me and shit. But if you're a swinger like me and shit, you know, we're gonna be sharing, you know, we're gonna be sharing like a motherfucker. We're gonna be having a, you know what I mean, a different, you know, type of motherfucking lifestyle and shit. I'm not into that, you know, you whoop my ass and shit, you know what I mean? But I do like to watch that shit, you know, some couples whooping each other's ass and shit, you know what I mean? And that fetish shit, you know what I mean? And that S&M and shit. I like that shit too and shit, you know. But if you ain't into none of that shit, that's all right, you know what I mean? Because I'm a motherfucking coffee shop hipster and shit, you know what I mean? I'm on that wave and shit, you know, like a surfboarder. So when you see, you know, posters, posts with some motherfucking surfers on that motherfucker, that's me surfing to different coffee shops, baby. You know what I mean? I'm all about reading, you know, books and shit. You know, I read motherfucking like 5 books a month. That's 60 books no, 5 books a week. No, 5 books a month. What's that? That's 60. Yeah. I'm getting it in. All right. Yeah. I ain't playing. 5 books a month. All right. So you don't know what the fuck I know. You know what I mean? So you better understand, you know, if you talking to me and shit, you can't just sell me a dream and shit, because I might go and look that motherfucker up on Meta AI and find all the information that I need to know, baby. So, you know, I'm that motherfucker that's the realest motherfucker that's out here, because ain't nobody gonna be more realer than your new boo-boo and shit, you know what I'm saying? Boo-boo. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. I got those little cute names for you and shit, boo-boo. You know what I mean? You wanna be my boo-boo? Yo, motherfucking hit my motherfucking DM and shit and hurry up, baby, because you know what I mean, you know, we got a life to live. You never know, you know, that tomorrow could be over. You know, that's why I live for today, prepare myself for my tomorrow, because tomorrow isn't promised to you, me, or anybody else. Damn, that sounded fly and shit. You know what I mean? I'm the ugliest motherfucker out here. Only my mama loves my face when she was alive. But let me tell you, son, but my confidence, it's through the motherfucking roof. That's what makes me grown and sexy out here. So invest your money into Meta stocks, products, monetize. You know what I mean? So I can look at your resume, baby, because that's going to be part of your resume. I want to see what you're doing. You know what I mean? Cause Meta's going to be a part of our lives and shit. So, you know, when you're going to talk to me and shit, you're going to have an understanding that me and you is me and you. You definitely going to be picked on the team if you thinking about what I just said and shit. So go back over this motherfucking video so you can understand is every single thing that I'm talking about and shit. You know, I might be talking too fast and shit. So you might have to, you know, pause it and slow it down and all that good shit and shit, you know what I mean? But anyway, to all of y'all G's that's out there, stay G, niggas. To all the honeys out there, hey, I love you all and shit. And to all the ones that's cheating and shit, stay your ass over there, because I don't need your motherfucking baggage. I don't need your problems. I don't want none of that shit. But if you're swinging and shit, hold on. Get at your nigga! Because if you don't get no bigger, you'll always be my nigga.